Diane Bristol?
Yes? Who are you?
My name's Tom Dennison. I work for the Landview Banner.
I don't want to talk to any reporter.
Not even one that, thinks you're innocent?
Do you?
Well, I don't know, but at least I have an open mind. On the other hand, the police seem to think you're guilty.
I don't understand. What difference does it make to you?
Well, I have a natural curiosity as a writer, but I'm also father of a young woman approximately your age. I'm concerned about drugs infiltrating this area.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Dennison. Drugs are insidious. I have never and I will never have anything to do with them, and that includes being a go-between for dealers or whatever they're accusing me of. The first time I ever saw this guy was at the bus station, and the only reason I did it was because I needed money.
I see. Why were you at the bus station?
Well, I just got into town, and I hadn't even gotten a place to stay, and by the looks of it, I guess I'm not going to be needing one for a while, am I?
Where are you from, Diane?
Someplace else?
Have you been in contact with your parents since you arrived here?
No, and I don't have to. I'm of legal age.
Yes, of course, but they might have been able to help you.
I don't want their help. I don't want anything to do with them.
I see. So you left home without their permission.
Listen, I don't have to be talking to you.
Please, I'm not grilling you for the police or for myself as a writer. I just happen to think that you're an innocent bystander.
Then you believe me?
Yes, I do.
So why don't the police?
I don't know. Diane, this fellow you delivered the briefcase for, do you remember what he looked like?
Oh, yeah. We talked for at least 10 minutes.
I see. Then you could describe him in detail.
I already did that for the police.
Well, would you mind doing it again for me? You see, while I'm investigating this thing, I might run across him. And they could help you get out of here.
Matron Spitz isn't too bad. You ought to hear the stories from Cellblock K about Matron Adams, right, Tiny? Runs a Sunday school over there, huh?
Susan, maybe you should get yourself transferred there.
I don't think so, Dorian. The Lord put me here for a special reason, to save your soul.
Were you normal before you met Mitch Lawrence, or was burning people at the stake something you kind of grew up with?
Oh, come on, you two, cut it out. We're having a peaceful luncheon here.
Fine, I'll change the subject. How about you telling me where you all go when the guards come and take you away at night?
I think it's going to rain tomorrow.
Me without my umbrella.
Fine, but do you realize I could help you if you just confide in me?
No offense, Dorian, but you can't even help yourself. You know what I mean?
Look, I only have a few more months left here, and I don't want to take any chances. I want to get out on time.
Tell me, how'd you get into passing bad checks?
Oh, boy. I'm going to sound like everybody else here, but I'm innocent. I never wrote any bad checks. My boyfriend did.
Then how'd you end up here?
Oh, some lousy assistant DA trying to make a name for herself.
Oh, enough said. Oh, this is so disgusting. I cannot take another bite of this. You're welcome.
Dessert is on its way, girl.
You mean I don't get my lunch?
Hey,
Sorry.
honey.
You have to be here when lunch hour starts.
Now, wait a minute. She had a visitor. It's not her
If
fault.
you don't shut up, nobody is going to get any Boston cream pie.
You know why they call it Boston cream pie, don't you? It's made with Boston Bay water.
Oh, yeah, you take this. That's a nice size piece. Here, Ted, you need it. You're almost lucky you missed lunch.
Maybe I'm just hungry, but this isn't too bad.
Really?
Tiny! She didn't even have any lunch, and you're stealing her pie? Come on.
Go, kid.
Thanks for seeing me, Clint. No problem. I was sorry to hear about your appeal to free Dorian on bail falling through.
Yeah, another dead end. I just came from Adrian LaRue's shrink. He tells me the guy's still totally incoherent. Which brings me here, and this might be futile, too.
What is it? Something I can help you with?
Yeah, I'd like permission to go through all the back stories on Mitch when he was running the mission and the trial afterwards, too.
Well, what are you looking for?
I don't know. I mean, maybe something just to spark my imagination, get me thinking in a new direction, to find a missing piece that'll generate some new evidence or something. I don't know. If I sound desperate, you're absolutely right. I am.
You sound like a fellow who cares one hell of a lot about the lady that's in prison.
Yeah, well, Dorian and I had a special relationship, that's for sure. You know, frankly, Clint, I'm very worried about her. You know, with that mouth and temper of hers, she's got a way of getting herself in a lot of trouble.
I see what you mean. Well, I was just on my way out to get a bite to eat. But let me take you downstairs and introduce you to Bottomley. He's in charge of the morgue.
Ah, great.
You know, I'm glad to hear that somebody on the outside is trying to free Dorian. Myself, I want to give her a medal for what she did.
Dorian, I'm not hungry.
Yes, you are hungry. Besides which, it's the principle of the thing.
Guess what, girl? Extra pie.
Wait a minute. You can have all of the pie that you want. You do not need to steal it from Diane.
Oh, no. All of our designer gowns.
Tiny?
Oh, my God. Look out now. Okay. We're even, right? I've got pie in the paper.